and welcome to another episode of Talkappella. I'm one of your hosts, Brian Alexander. Joining me, as always, is my ACA partner in crime, my good friend, the one and only Elicia Edwards. Elicia, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm
The
really good.
little
I'm
hair flick there. I
yeah.
like it. Fancy.
I am really good.
Okay.
I'm actually I mean, I don't love the cold, but I am grateful that it is finally getting colder. I feel
Yeah.
like we
Okay.
went from summer to middle of fall. Like we didn't have like a transition period. Like
Mm.
in Utah
Mm-hmm.
at least, there really weren't a ton of leaves on the ground. I
Okay.
mean, there. Let me backtrack that. There have been a lot of leaves on the ground, but they haven't actually they didn't have a chance to change color really before they fell to the
Mm-hmm.
ground.
Yeah,
So
they just kind of like withered and died and get that
yeah,
little
yeah.
dark
And
color.
I went outside this
Yeah.
morning, and it was cold enough to, but it wasn't cold enough to snow. But we had a bunch of hail coming down, and it was like a light
Ah.
hail, but it was still hail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, for me, fall is my favorite season of the year.
it's a
So I
great
am
season.
so grateful for the cooler weather, but we've been getting so much rain. I
Oh,
mean,
gross.
I know.
Is
So
it
it's kind
cold
of
rain?
iffy. Uh a little. It's kind of it mixes. It's a little bit of cold rain and then the warm stuff. It's
Cold
like
rain?
summer's trying to hang around for some reason.
Cold rain is the worst.
I know.
Ugh.
I know. So
Ugh.
I'm
And
ready for official
but
fall,
I
you
do
know.
love sweater weather. So
That's it's a good
it's
good
it's a
weather
good time.
pattern, you
It's a
know.
good time.
I get it.
So what do we got on the docket today, my friend?
So on today's episode, we are doing another round of Freshly Brewed. And for
Hmm.
those joining us for the very first time, we like to, kind of tackle some of the more recent things, some of the more current trendy topics. And so that's what Freshly Brewed is all about. The
I
what's
forgot
going
that's what
on?
we were doing today.
Freshly Brewed?
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. Alicia, don't scare me like
I
that.
was like, I'm gonna act really oh crap.
I'm like, okay, for viewers out there, I text this woman about what's going on, and we have these conversations
No,
before
you
we
don't text
start.
me. We talk about them ahead.
Okay,
We
yeah,
converse about them, so we both know.
we do,
I
but
just really wanted
yes, okay,
to pull your leg.
okay, woo, okay. You almost gave me a minor heart attack. I'm too young for all of that. I'm
Oh
too young
yeah,
for all of that.
we are too young for that.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
we're we're about there in that age.
yeah.
So anyway, freshly brewed, trendy topics, maybe some latest videos, latest articles, things like that. And so we just want to stay on top of what's out there. So
Yeah.
for for today's episode, I think I'm going to start this one off,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't mind
So
at all.
so
Unless you picked what I picked, in which
uh,
case I will mind.
okay, well, I'm going first. So if I pick what you pick, then I don't know what
Then
you're
I
gonna
got
do
to
about it.
figure something else out really quickly in the
Exactly.
next 10 minutes.
On the fly. So you got my segment to figure it out, but you
Okay.
should be
All
paying
right. All
attention.
right.
Anyway, so what I've chosen today is a recently released a cappella cover video. And
Okay.
it's actually of a
Okay.
group, well, the lead singer of a group that I've just like been falling more and more in love with over like the last 2 years or so. So there's a group out there called Lake Street Dive.
Okay.
And for those who might be familiar with it, their lead singer is none other than a woman named Rachael Price. She's a
Okay.
phenomenal singer. They do a lot of soulful, funky type of
I was going to say,
music,
I haven't
things
heard
like
of them,
that.
but I've heard of her.
I feel like they're a band that you probably heard of them, but you don't know that you've
Or
heard of them. You've
not
heard
heard
their
of them,
songs.
but heard them.
Oh, heard them.
No, no,
Ah,
no. I mean, I may not have heard of them, but I may have heard them. But
okay, you confusing the heck out of me.
without knowing that it was them is my point.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens with this.
Okay,
Maybe
we'll
you
see.
have.
We'll see.
Anyway, so Rachel Price did this phenomenal cover video with this group called Tiny Habits. Tiny Habits is a trio of young singers that met at Berkeley, and they've
Oh,
been releasing music as of lately. And they all got together and collaborated on this amazing short video cover video of "Leaving on a Jet Plane," originally by
oh,
John Denver.
yes. Love
So
that song.
absolutely. It is so great. It's so cool. And we're going to share that video with you all right now. So, Alicia, I am sharing with you the video because we always like to surprise each other and make sure
It's
we don't
true.
see the videos at a
It's
time.
true.
So I just shared it with Alicia. For our viewers out there, you're going to get to enjoy the video right now. So this is a wonderful and phenomenal cover of Leaving on a Jet Plane, covered by Rachael Price of Lake Street Dive and Tiny Habits.
All right.
Oh, kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. Never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, babe, I hate to go.
To quote you, my friend, that ain't nothing but good singing.
Absolutely. I couldn't
Yeah.
agree more. What I want to say about this is, and what I'll start by saying is, I show a lot of my friends a cappella music, and some of them are singers, some of them are not. And I've shown a lot of a cappella music to a bunch of my singer friends who've never been in a cappella groups or who I've done non-collegiate a cappella stuff with. And a comment I've gotten before is they have mixed feelings about a cappella, but one of the things that they typically agree on is a cappella is really good at the more ballad type songs.
Oh,
And
yeah. Yeah.
this is one of those moments that I love the heartbreak in this song. I love how you can just hear the heartache. I love how you just really get the feels. And there's so much skill being taken place in this short snippet. Like for the maybe our viewers out there who have not done a lot of singing, who have never really done the more technical stuff with a cappella groups, it is incredibly hard to sing in unison.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
harder than you
Oh,
would
it's
ever
so
expect.
hard. So hard.
Yeah,
I
and
I
I think
remember.
that. Oh, go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is. There are many reasons I love this video, but one of the things that stands out to me is their unison in
Yeah.
this.
That was like that stood out to me as well. I was like, ooh, like they blend together so well, and it's so much harder to blend when you're singing the exact same note.
Yes,
Like
absolutely.
so one of the I remember when I competed in ICCA, we sang a hymn as our ballad. It was "Abide with Me 'Tis Eventide," and we all started out. I don't know if it was an A or an A flat, but
Okay.
we all started out singing an ooh on except for the soloist on the exact same note,
Ooh.
and
Okay.
it was hard.
hmm
But we got so many compliments from the judges, like
Yeah.
because we pulled it off. And I unfortunately haven't heard Noteworthy sing that song a ton since then, but it was one of my favorites to sing with the group.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
can believe that, and I can understand why. It's just something that it just really connects the spirit when you do certain things musically.
Yeah.
And I think that they get so much of this across. And it's folk. That song Leaving on Jet Plane, originally by John Denver, it's a folk song. And I don't know if a cappella groups do it enough. I haven't seen a lot where I've fallen in love with them, but this is a cappella cover that I've absolutely fallen in love with. And one of the other notes, the reason why I love this video is, and it's something we've talked a lot about on the show, is I love when mainstream artists tackle a cappella.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, there's
Yeah.
there's
That's
so
always real
much.
fun to see.
Exactly. I don't
Yep.
think that there's enough of it. I think there's in our age right now in modern music, they're so produced. It's so much about the beats and so much about the instrumental track and things like that. You don't really hear enough of the vocal artistry in music as much. And I think that Rachel especially demonstrated that along with Tiny Habits.
Well, and a thing that I think is really cool here, and I feel like you see it more and more with shorts. I do think they're singing this live as they recorded it.
Agree.
I
Yeah, I don't
don't
think
think
that
this
there's
is
any
something that's
production.
recorded previously in the studio and then they filmed the short. I think this was
No.
just done raw in the moment, and that makes it that much harder to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, I heard the
Yeah.
tiniest bit of reverb at the
Yes.
end,
And
but other than
well,
that,
and I felt like
no.
that had something to do with the space that they were singing in.
Exactly. I think it's
Yeah.
just acoustic kind of thing.
So well done, Tiny Habits and Rachel Price.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
impressive.
And our viewers, we're going to be sure to share the link to this down there so you can watch it again and again.
Do we ever not?
No, we do.
We
We're
do a
good about
pretty
doing
good
that.
job. We do a pretty good job of sharing those
Yeah.
links.
So, Elicia, what do you got for us?
I have something really exciting to share with you.
Okay.
So, I mean, and this was dropped just this week. So, as far as like the holidays go in music, you get a lot of Halloween music. You get even more Christmas music. Like,
Too early.
I mean, Valentine's Day is like there's love songs, but I don't think that's necessarily specific to Valentine's Day. You've got patriotic songs around like the 4th of July, Memorial Day, but I've never really thought that there's a ton of Thanksgiving songs out there.
I agree.
There's not.
I agree.
There's really not. And
Uh-oh, what do you got
and
here?
just this week,
Uh-huh.
I mean, Acapella Royalty dropped a Thanksgiving song for us.
Who did
It's
this?
Home Free.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They
Okay.
dropped it just like beginning in November. And as of right now, so like as of right now, it has over 60,000 views. And so by the time our audience sees this message, I'm sure it will have gone up by at least a couple thousand since then. But I mean, 60,000 views in 3 days.
That's impressive.
It's very impressive, and it's not something that's very common. So I'm going to share the link with you. We're going to share the link below so that our viewers can watch this, and we hope you enjoy it.
Familiar highways lined with leaves turned brown, making my way back into my hometown. Funny how this all looks different, but it feels the same. Like how life never stops changing, but some things never change. So fill your plate and fill your drink and fill this house with family. The kind of love that all these years can't wash away. Wash away. 'Cause the older that I get, I see that life is short and bittersweet. Thank God for this Thanksgiving Day.
It's beautiful.
It's such
like-
good feelings.
Yeah, I'm like, you get nothing but like happiness and joy from this video. And I mean, to me, that's how I feel at Thanksgiving. I feel it at Christmas too, but I mean, Thanksgiving comes first, so.
Absolutely. And Elicia, I'm so glad you chose this because for our viewers out there who may not know, and I don't know if you know, my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. And
I did know that.
Did you? Okay, I
did know
felt like
that.
you did.
Yep. Yep.
One of my things is I always feel like Thanksgiving never gets its proper due or proper credit.
But
And
the majority of traveling around in the US takes place for Thanksgiving.
Really?
Thanksgiving is the heaviest travel holiday.
huh?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that. I would
Yep.
probably put it second or
I've
third.
actually known that for a long time. I
One
think
of
it
those
was on
random
like
facts,
Who
huh?
Wants to Be a Millionaire back in the day or
Oh,
something.
of course, that would be like the $50,000 question or
Yeah.
something. But I mean, I think that this song does its part in really establishing the sentiment around Thanksgiving, and it's really like it's in the name. It's about being thankful, and I love how Home Free has set up this video, and their vocals, they're just phenomenal vocals.
They are.
And
They are. And I mean, yeah, it's produced. It's a music video, but having actually seen Home Free perform live, there's not much production that goes on behind the scenes there. Like none
they don't need
none of this auto tune, none of that garbage. They're incredible talent. And like I don't know, this video, it just kind of like pulls you in. I love that they're all sitting around at the Thanksgiving table and it's like they're welcoming you to Thanksgiving dinner. And it feels like, yes, it's a music video, but it feels very intimate to me. And I
does.
think they did a masterful job of that. And later on in the video, there's a little girl holding a sign that says cats because that's what she's thankful for. And we know how much
Oh,
I love cats. And she's
one of
holding
your
a little
favorites.
she's holding a little cat with her, and it's just the cutest thing ever.
Oh man, see, even more reason for you to love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I think everything in the video, from what I've seen, is done tastefully and very genuine. I think with some holidays you get a little bit gimmicky, which
Yes,
is a very big
yes,
word we use a lot.
absolutely.
There's none of that going on here with this.
I feel like we get that a little bit more with Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it fits for Halloween.
Yeah, you can be a little bit like that. Thanksgiving is just it takes away from the whole spirit if you try and make it something that's not.
Yeah.
And so I love the fact that we have a Thanksgiving acapella theme
Woo!
song now.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Thank you, Home Free. You wonderful people.
Amazing. Love it.
And I mean, I am just so thankful for all of our audience and all of the acapella community. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The acapella community is like none other.
Preach.
Preach. I was going to say hallelujah.
I was about to say testify. That's going on today. She in the spirit. She got the spirit today.
Anyway, we really hope that you enjoy that video. We encourage you to watch it. But that's going to wrap it up for our episode today on Freshly Brewed. We really hope that you've enjoyed it. We are so thankful for you. We are also incredibly thankful for Acaville and their support and giving us this platform to share all things acapella with you, our wonderful audience, and to give us this avenue to have a little bit of fun along the way. Like, I mean, I will say I'm thankful for the friends that I've made in the acapella community. Brian is probably my closest friend in the acapella community. And I don't want to say that that's saying a lot, but it is saying a lot because I've been involved and been a fan of acapella for like over a decade now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
same.
Brian, thank you. You're a wonderful friend.
Alicia, I'm so grateful and thankful to have you as my co-host. There's no other person I can imagine
Aka
doing this
partner in
with.
crime.
So.
Well, to our audience, thank you so much for joining us today. Be sure to give Acaville TV a like, a subscribe, like the video below, subscribe to the channel. That's the only way you're going to be notified when we've got our new videos and our new content for you. And we are here for you. So we love to share all things with you. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Talkappella. That's 2 P's, 2 L's. And that's going to be it for today. So for everything else, stay tuned.